catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad.
It's seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Breaks through the contact, and he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win? Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
12 for a loss of 7. There are multiple defenders.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You look at this Bears defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Love.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back.
Starting on the ground with Herbert.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Kingsley Enagbari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 1st down, going to the air with Love. A throw on the money to Rager. Touchdown! Jordan Rager, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Weber. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
That was in Diapers. 3rd and 8. Weber finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. This ball complete to Rager. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. Love now to pass on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, Love to pass. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Weber. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And they put up to the task and force the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Weber. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jalen Reagor and the offense back out for another series here. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers... And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Love now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing, Love. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Now Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Again, it's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers! Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Weaver can't get away, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Weber under pressure. They got him again. Quay Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Johnny Hacker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jalen Reagor and the offense back out for another series here.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
On 3rd down, Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Love.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Back to throw. Weaver. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Weber under pressure, and they got to him again.
Kingsley Enagbari
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this 1st half of football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Jalen Reagor and the offense back out for another series here.
Making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10.
Open right side, complete to Reagor.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On 1st and 10, Love.
They'll get this right back to Reagor. Now he's into the clear again.
That's a Packers touchdown.
Jalen Reagor
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That is caught on the move past the 40.
And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. With a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Jalen Reagor in the offense back out for another series here.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's caught inside the 30. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw now. Here's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To the air again, Love.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looking to throw. Weber.
That throw left sideline falls incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you got to think, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. First down, going to the air with Love. A throw on the money to Rager. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jalen Rager. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Kingsley Enagbari. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Jalen Rager and the offense back out for another series here. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 62 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
On Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. On first down, gone. But the man is Kmet, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Herbert powering up the middle to about the 40-yard line. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Goff on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chicago.
A give left side here for Herbert. He's to the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Love. That'll be caught. It's Rager. There he goes again. Touchdown, Packers. Jalen Rager, 75 yards. And the Packers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A handoff for Herbert.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fielded just inside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
Jalen Reagor and the offense back out for another series here.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Second down, Love. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They're indeed going for it. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, it's Love. Touchdown, Packers.
Jalen Reagor,
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
and the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on third. Goff. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Johnny Hecker now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Going back to Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Packers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces. Inching closer to a fourth straight loss. On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Guys, dig deep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
To the air again, Goff. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
That's interference. Defense.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call.
That's held in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things happen.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Jalen Reagor
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Goff now looks to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Goff now looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Love to pass. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On 2nd down, Love once more.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have got it on cruise control. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it's stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
Now Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Again, Goff.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
15 yards. First down, Bears.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff on first down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Bears first down.
From the red zone now, Goff.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And that is caught. Now they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packers offense set to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Love.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, the lopsided